Hi, this is Camilla Blossom, and I wanted to share more about ways you can be in service to Gaia. I know that's why I'm here, and many of us feel that, but we don't always know how we can take action, how we can serve, how we can step into our roles. So, this video is about the earth elementals, the gnomes, and they've been coming in a lot recently. And they want to share three different things with us to kind of help us focus on what is for our well-being, what is for the well-being of the earth, the animals, the places, and the transition that we're going through. This is a very fiery month, so it's very important to stay grounded and rooted and embodied, as we know. And so the first message they gave me is to sit on your throne. And this is one that I went through a series of teachings over the years where I'd be on a shamanic journey with the different fairy realms and elementals and spirits. And they would always show me this circle, and they'd show me my chair, my seat in the circle. And it was this beautiful throne. And they kept telling me, sit there, Camilla, sit there. You are one in this circle of beings. You are not lesser. You are not more. You are equal with us in circle. So it was a beautiful teaching of being non-hierarchical, being in circle with all the beings and all the humans, all of us that we work with. And by sitting on our throne, they're really asking me to sit in my place of power. And this is like super important right now for us to sit in our own place of power and not to be taking or trying to gather power from other people, from other teachers, gurus, voices on the social media, internet, but really claiming what's yours, what's your personal power from a place of free will. And so it's a time of gathering your own medicine to you. And of course, we learn from all different people. We learn from friends and teachers and the internet. But we really need to take all that we learn and integrate it and know what is ours to embody and what's not. And one of the biggest factors I'm seeing with a lot of people around me is they don't know how to say no. They don't know how to say no when their body is screaming no, and they go ahead and say yes. They don't know how to say no to relationships that are not the right frequency for them at this time. So really pay attention if you want to sit in your place of power, in your own sovereignty, respecting your free will, respecting how you are rooted and anchored and embodied on earth, then you need to be a very strong advocate for yourself, and not just from your mind and not just from your heart, but from your creation, your body, your womb, your hara, like deep in your body. What is the truth? And so it's really important to be deeply embodied and present for you to know where your yeses and where your nos are. And during this fiery time, it's very easy to act impulsively, to react, to forge ahead, to flame out, to cross the sky like a flame ball, right? Like it's easy to get caught up in the fire, and it's very transformative and it's beautiful energy, but it needs to be anchored in your yeses and nos, in your place of power on your throne. And so I hope that was helpful to see that. You can even imagine the gnomes are with you and they're sitting in their seats of power, showing you how to sit in a very physical, embodied way on your seat of power, with the trees and plants and Gaia, and know that you have some very special gifts yourself, but you need to be in your own power. So that's the first one. The second one is is all about fun and play and delight. And one thing the gnomes have told me many times over the years is that humans are too stern. I love that word stern. Like we're too serious, we're too stern. And I know even among my playful friends, like I know we're taught and we've been in a culture that is taught like that's how you do things. You do things seriously to be successful, to be organized, to be in this world, that that's how it works when actually that's not true. I think we can learn from children, we can learn from animals, we can learn from the fairy realms that really the power comes from the magic that's very subtle and sweet and powerful and joyful. And so much more can come to be through those qualities of fun, of play, of songs, of magic, of creating beauty, of altars, like all the things that you really find a lot of joy in, let's say, serving the earth. Um, that is what the earth wants most. And I actually had this experience with Gaia where I went really deeply into her body and asked her, what do you need from me? And she said, I need your joy. And so that to me is the most important thing that we can offer. It's not always like, doing big um, actions, although for some of us, that's our joy and that's important. But also for many of us, it's maybe very simple. It may be just engaging with those things that are simple and playful and fun. And the gnomes even gave me a gnome dance that is a way to connect with them. And so they were showing ways to connect that way. They also love to speak and sing um, in kind of silly gibberish, even. And at times it can be like, what? This sounds like blah, 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 like all over the place. Like they love that kind of music and sound, and they love us to speak silly gibberish and things that don't always make sense. And so open that up, step out of the box, and enjoy them in that way. The third um, thing is to circle on behalf of Earth. And so this is just a way to really connect with others and be present in circle and community, um, to be of joy with the earth. I know a lot of us are longing for more community and connecting with each other. And so this is a really good time to do that. And I know there are times when we really need to be on our own. I get that. Um, I spend a lot of time alone, but there's also times where you can exponentially expand and find great connection um, that you may not be able to access just by being with one other person, or even being with a group of trees, or inviting a group of gnomes to join you. So, being in circle is a way that we weave sacred space together. And so, I guess whether that is humans or whether that is unseen realms of nature, just know that the weaving of that circle of light, of that circle and container of creation, is a way to expand and kind of blossom and awaken new energies because we're coming together in unity. And that is the intention for all of us. We are not I beings like this Aries energy we're in, but we're we beings. So learning to take this transformation of this fiery month and expand it so it becomes we. because we're meant to be in unity, even as we stand in our own power or on our own throne, in our own expression. We also are meant to be together. And so I've taken that very personally as well. So I'm going to be doing a lot more events, both online. I have starting Monday, I have an event, Spring into Abundance with Gnomes, where I'm going to share 3 magic keys from Gaia that are about how to work more with abundance in this transition time. So I'll have information about that below. I'm also doing more nature events this year, tree magic events, earth magic events, and so really bringing community together. If that's something you're interested in, for those who live nearby, I'm in Camas, Washington, which is near Portland, Oregon. You can also fly in for some of these events. And also, of course, I'm going to continue to do online events for those who live further away. And so I hope we can connect more and enjoy that known magic. Invite you to connect more with your throne of power and sit in it strongly, your place of power, to have more fun and joy and play with whatever you do, and then circle with community. So I hope you enjoy those ways to connect more in service to Gaia. If you have more ideas or comments or things that came up during this, please share that in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And of course, subscribe if you're not. Thank you if you are. Share this and spread the love. Thank you so much.